Up to this we have covered the vectors in the collection framework, and we have seen the various properties or features supported by the vector. So in this method, in this video we are going to see the what are the different type of constructors and very important methods in the vectors. So let's start by doing the practical directly. So I have created the one class given the name as a vector demo.java. So now at very first I will create the one vector. Okay, so to create one vector list, vector which is from java.util package, let's give the name or generics as of integer, and give the name as default constructor, default vector. Okay, because we are going to create by using a default constructor. So new vector. So this is our first constructor, that is default constructor, which don't take any parameter as a argument. So that is default constructor. So when we create the any vector list by using a default constructor, so by default its capacity is 10. As in array list we has the default capacity as a 10. Similarly in vector also we has the default capacity as 10. So let's try to sprint. Let's give the name as a default capacity, default vector dot, we have the method called as a capacity. Okay, now let's try to run. I have not added any element till now, just I have created the blank vector. So here you can find the we have the default capacity as a 10. Okay, so now what I will do, I will add the 10 element. Okay, how to add? Simply add dot add method, whatever we have the in the collection is same, it is applicable here, because vector implements list, list is extending the collection, so that's why all methods from collection list will be directly present here. Okay, so let's create a one loop directly for int I is equal to 0 to I less than 10 plus I plus plus, and let's add the 10 element, that is default vector dot add, sorry what I have done, default vector dot add, and let's give the parameter as I, because it will add the I means it is from 0 to 9. Now after that let's try to sprint sys out default vector. So here you can find 1 to 9. Now we have added the 10 element, and now try to sprint this capacity here as well. So what is the current capacity? It should be current capacity. Okay, so what is current capacity now? So here you can find it is 10, because we have added the only 10 element. Default capacity was a 10, we have added the 10 element, so that's why its current capacity is 10. So let's try to add the 11th element. Let me keep this as well, so that we will get the better understanding. Default capacity, right? Now what I want to add one more element, that is the 11th element, which is beyond its capacity. It has a capacity of 10, right? Now I am trying to add the 11th element. So what will happen? Will it allowed or it will throw the exception? Default vector dot add. Let's try to add the 11th element, and now let's try print the vector here after adding the 11th element. Now, and after that print the capacity. Run as Java application. So here you can find the 11th element is added in the vector. But what is this? The current capacity is 10, but the initial capacity was current capacity is 20 and initial capacity was 10. Means what is happening here? So capacity is doubled. Means whenever we trying to add the new element beyond its capacity, it's increasing its capacity by its double. Like in array list, the capacity increased by 50%. Okay, but here the capacity is directly increased by its double value. Okay, so that is the thing in the vector. So capacity will be increased by directly double. Okay, it will be the multiple of 2. Okay, so that is the thing. In array list capacity increased by 50%, but in vector capacity increased by its 100%. Means if its current default capacity is 10, now it will directly new capacity will be 20. If the capacity is 40, the new capacity will be 80. Okay, now let's try to do one thing. Now try to add 20 element. So what I am doing now? So initial capacity was 10, but now I am trying to add the 20 element. Means as soon as we trying to add the 11 to 20, it will increase the capacity by 10. Direct means it will be 20. But what I will do now, let me comment this. Now try to run this. So I have added up to 19, that is 20 element. The current capacity is 20. But what I want to add another element. Let's try to add. Now try to run this. So here you can find capacity is 40, because the we have added the 20 element. Initial was 10, then we tried to 11 to 19, so that's why capacity increased to 20. But now after adding 20, we are trying to add 21st element. That's why it's double the capacity. So it's why its new capacity is 40. So that is how the increment is happening. Okay, so now if you want to make that, if you are aware already that I am going to insert the 40 element, or I am going to insert the only 20 element, then why the capacity should increase? Because what is happening, if it is increase value automatically, then it is taking something from us. Means what is taking something from us? Because if it is dynamically changing its size, means it is what it is doing internally, it is taking the performance away from us. How? Because let me give one example. Suppose initially we have the element like this. We have the 10 element in the list. Okay, in the vector. Okay, now I have the 10th element in the vector. So default capacity was 10 here. Okay, but what will happen if as soon as I am trying to add the 11th element, what it will do? It will create the another array of capacity directly 20. Okay, and then it will copy this element from here to here and add the 11th element. So what it has done? It has copied the original array into new array with the capacity double, that is it will be 20 capacity. But what, we have the only 11th element is present in the 11 element present in the vector. What about the 9 remaining location? It will be by default null. Means it is a wastage, memory wastage for us, and it is also doing some extra operation which we don't need. Like that's why it is causing the low performance issue. That's why though we it is recommended that if you are already aware that how much element you are going to add, that time you should use the method called as ensure capacity. Okay, so what it will do? So let me give one example. Now I am going to add 20 element, right? So let me give the one example. Let me try by 10 element only. No, default capacity is 10, right? So let me give the example up to 20. Default, let me ensure that I am going to add the up to 25 elements. So that's why what I am doing to, I am going to ensure that I will add the 25 element. So what I have done, I have make sure that this vector will add up to 25 element. Okay, so let's try to print this statement only now. What I have done, I have created the vector and I have make the sure that I will going to add the up to 25 elements. So that's why it should keep the default capacity is directly 25. Okay, so let's try to run now. Initially default capacity was 10, right? So let me try print this. So here you can find, so default capacity is 25 now. Means I have given the information that I am going to add the 25 element for sure. So that's why no need to create the array of initial capacity of 10 because I am going to add the 25. Then when I am trying to add the 11th element, no need to create another array of size 20 and copy all this element to the newly created. Directly create the array of the capacity 25 so that this extra operation of copying the element from old array to new array will not happen. Okay, so now let me try to add the 20 element. Okay, now and let's try the capacity here after adding the 20 element. So here you can find default capacity was 25 and after adding the 20 element also the default current capacity is 25. Let me add up to 25. So here you can find current capacity is still 25. But now let me try to add 26th element. So what will happen now? Yes, it will copy all the element and it will double. So here you can find the current capacity is 50 because we have given the up to 25 element only. So that's why it has created the array list, or we can internally it has created the array of size 25. But now we are trying to add the 26th element. So that's why it is doubling its capacity. So this is all about the first constructor, that is default constructor, and the method ensure capacity which plays a very vital role. Okay, now this is all about the first constructor. Now the second constructor, that is we can create the vector. Let me give the name as the first new vector with the collection as a parameter. So here you can find collection. We can give the collection as a input. So what I am doing to do, give the name as a collection vector just for now. And what I am going to give, I am giving the parameter, that is whatever the we have created initially, I am going to give it as a parameter. So what it will do, it will create the another vector from the vector which we have given as a parameter. So in our default vector we have up to 25 elements. So when we use this as a parameter, so the next whatever the vector we have created using this constructor will have that all the element. So let me print this here. Let me give as a collection vector. Let's print that. So here you can find the in the collection vector we got the all the element whichever we have added into the default vector. So this is our second constructor, and this is our first constructor. Okay, so now you may have a question, like in array list we have the third constructor, that is which takes the initial capacity. Okay, so do we have that third kind of constructor in the array list, in the vector? Now the answer is yes, we have the third constructor which takes the initial capacity as a argument. That time we need not to write this ensure capacity method there, because at initial level only we are going to specify the capacity. So let me comment this all. So let me create the another vector with the third constructor, that is with the initial capacity. Let me give the name as a init cap is equal to new vector with the initial capacity. So as like we have ensure capacity 25, you can directly specify the capacity so that it will create the internal array of the size 25. So let me try to print the in it cap vector capacity. Okay, how to determine the capacity? By using the direct method capacity dot capacity, init capacity dot capacity. Okay, now here you can find the default capacity of this will be the capacity whatever we have given as a input parameter. Okay, so that is the same thing whatever we have achieved by using the ensure capacity. Okay, so we can specify here, but I will show you the another version of this, like let me try up to add 25 element. Okay, so what I have done, I have added up to 25 element, right? And now let me print the capacity again. Sys out init cap vector dot capacity. So what will be the capacity? Of course it will be 25, because we have given the initial capacity as the 25 and we are trying to add the only 25 element. That's why new capacity will be 25. But now let me try to add the another element, that is 26th element. And after that let me print the new capacity again. Let me give some strings so that we can identify new cap. Okay, now let's try to run. So here you can find the new capacity is the 50, because as I earlier said the new capacity will be the double, it will increase its size by 100%. But now if you have in your mind you may think that I have the 25 element, but now I want to add only one element, but its capacity is 50 now. What will happen with the 24? It will waste our memory. That time you may have question, why to increase by double only? Can we increase by some factor? If it is 25, then let's add increment the capacity by 2. Let's increment the capacity by 4. Why to increase by double? It's directly 100%. That time we have the new constructor, that is the constructor which takes the two parameter, that is first one initial capacity and the second one with the incremental factor, by how much you want to increment. So let me increment by 2 only, means if I have created the one vector with the initial capacity as 25 and now I have added 25 element, now I am trying to add the 26 element, so it will not increase its capacity up to 50, it will increase the capacity by only 2, means new capacity will be 27. So let me demonstrate directly by using this. Now here you have seen that already new capacity is the 50, but in this case what will happen, we have added the 25 element already. As soon as we add the new element, it new capacity is 100%, but what will happen in this case? So let's try now. So here you can find the new capacity is 27. Okay, means it has increased the capacity by only the 2, means whatever the parameter we are going to specify, by that factor only it will increase its capacity. So it's very important constructor. If you know the default or if you know already the how much element you are going to add, you should go with the constructor with the default capacity. In next video we will discuss the another important method from the vector.